Good morning. You're about to be, well, sorry guys. Hello, welcome to my channel, welcome back. You're about to be stood on this. This is going to be my makeshift tripod, so I thought I'd just have a quick drink before I set you down. My usual tripod is actually downstairs, so I thought I'd just, for ease, just sit you there on my Stanley. Hello guys, how is everybody? I hope you're all doing well. I feel like I'm missing you with my weekly uploads instead of 2 a week. I don't know why, I just feel like life's not quieter, but work side is quieter, so I feel like I'm not catching up with you guys as often. Well, little update over here. You might be able to tell my voice. I've actually been struck with a cold the last few days, and I'm feeling a bit better today, thankfully. And obviously I still wanted to get a video uploaded for you because, like I said, I miss you. But rather than do like a full daily vlog today, my voice might even give up on me if I'm not careful. So today I thought I'd just do a little sit down video. I've got some bits that I've been collecting from Vinted, of all places. I've never actually shopped anything on Vinted. I've obviously sold things on Vinted before, but I've never actually shopped it as a customer. I've shopped eBay, I've shopped pre-loved stuff, charity shops, things like that, but I don't think, unless if I'm not remembering rightly, but I don't think I've ever bought anything from Vinted. So yeah, so I've been trawling through, and now I'm actually kind of addicted. I've got the bug, the Vinted bug of like opening it up, and the algorithms now are showing me everything that I like, and I'm like, oh, just scrolling. That's, you know, I need to stop. But I've ordered quite a few bits, and I actually have a pile of stuff in my wardrobe that I need to upload to Vinted to sell. So hopefully I'll get it done in time that this video goes live, but that was my plan. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get around to it, but if I do, or even if I haven't, my Vinted is, I think it's just freyafarrington. So let me just check actually, because in case it's like my Instagram where there's a 1 at the end, but I don't think it is. Let's have a look. Vinted. A lot of these things as well that I've bought are quite the bargains. I've been bargain hunting, and obviously I know it's things that I've bought, so you can't then buy, but there may be a few things that might inspire you to look for those things on Vinted yourself. Oh, it is freyafarrington 1. Let me go onto my orders so I can tell you the prices for everything that I've bought as well. Right, let me go get the parcels. I've got them all piled up. We've got quite a few. A couple of things. I did actually get bundle items as well, where I had a look at what else the seller was selling. There are some clothing bits, there are some fashion bits. It's kind of 50-50. So the clothing bits, I always like to just give them a wash before I actually try them on. First little box. This is Homeware, and this is a little vintage brass matchbox sleeve, which I thought was so nice. I love the fact that it's brass. These things as well, you could obviously like polish up. Can you see it's etched in there, matches as well, and it is actually marked. Now I don't know what that marking would mean. If any of you guys do, let me know. It says EPNS with a little star. I'm not sure, but obviously you can pop your own little mini matchbox sleeve in there with the little striker section on the sides. Oh, that was actually a bit more expensive of all the things. In fact, I think that was the most expensive thing I bought. This was £12, so that is kind of pricey, but I do love it. I really like that. And I've been after a brass matchbox sleeve for a while, because I like to have my matches out on display, and it's also easier to light candles with everything already there. Right, next parcel. I've got some Christmas wrapping in here. This is like, oh yeah, I've seen these before. I saw this on somebody else's styling, like home styling page, and she'd found it in a vintage antique store, and I thought, let me just see if Vinted sell them, and I found some. There's a few of these as well. They are old Viners of Sheffield, which is marked there on the bottom, you can see. Little lion's head urns, which obviously you could use as styling. I saw this again, sticking with the matches. I saw this styled up with little matches sticking out of it and then just styled on a shelf or even next to a candle. So it looks like this one's kind of like been polished up a little bit. There's some distressing and some markings, but for the most part it looks like it's had some kind of a polish. I got quite a lot of silverware for the home decor bits actually. Oh, this one's got a little note on it saying, "Thank you so much for buying, best wishes, Jane." This I found and thought would be great as a like a garlic pot on the kitchen counter. So I love any kind of crock pot like this. And I just, yeah, I thought this would be perfect because our garlic pot, it looks like a garlic. It's in the shape of a garlic, so it only really holds one bulb of garlic, whereas this would hold a few. And it's got the kind of like breathing holes to it. It is marked again on the bottom there, can you see? If any of you know what that means, let's have a look. It's Dalton, Lambeth. Then there's other markings there on the side, and that says Watershed & Co, Manchester. So yeah, that's my intention with that, a little garlic pot on our kitchen shelf, like our floating shelf that we've got. Okay, well, there's a theme with the matches here because in this envelope I got a load of old vintage matches, like match sleeves. And I really like the idea of, as and when we go places, we've been collecting little match boxes and match striker sets like this from like hotels or places that we stay. You know, like it's kind of like a bit of like a memory thing, and they're free as well. So it's like the best way to collect memories from places that you go when it's free. And so yeah, but to kind of kickstart the collection, we have a few, and I'm thinking more so in Tom's office. I've mentioned it before, and I've seen again, it was actually in a book that I saw this, an interiors book. It was in kind of like a men's office wear, like I think it was a marble bowl or some kind of big bowl on like a center table with a load of these matches in. So this is going to be a good Kickstarter for this kind of collection of matches. What have we got in here? We've got, let me open it up, Main Street Cafe, Sheraton Skyline, Las Vegas Club Hotel and Casino, the Old Manor Inn, Danish Inn. There is loads, honestly. Eagle Star, yeah, loads in there. So, and if there's any that I maybe don't like the look of, you can obviously just get rid of. But that was, oh, I've just seen one that I like the look of. That was, let's have a look. Oh, I forgot to tell you how much the vintage Viner's urn was. That was £3. The vintage salt glazed pot for the onions is what, the garlic is was £5. And then those matches were, I think that was £5. And there's 31 different matchbox vintage matchbox bundles in there. Oops, pop that on silent. Okay, next up. Drop my phone. I'm all over the place today. Let's go with a fashion item. And this was I think the cheapest item that I got, but I just really liked the look of it. It was £5. It's a midi dress that I thought for summer would be really nice because it's got this kind of like sharing bit at the top, both on the front and the back, and the sleeves you could also like just put off your shoulders. So I'm always after dresses like this. I'm always after dresses like that in the summer where I can have the sleeves off my shoulder to like avoid tans, and also even maybe tuck the sleeves in. What's this one? It's another clothing item. Oh, this is gorgeous. This one's from Zara, and this is in a medium, a one shoulder dress like that, but again, very simple. I love Zara for their dresses, and this is a long maxi dress, very floaty, very comfortable. One shoulder Zara maxi dress, £6. Next up, we've got what looks to be an Amazon box. When this arrived, I was like, oh, Amazon. I was like, oh no, Vinted. Once I discovered these, I then was in a rabbit hole of searching Pottery Barn. But these are from Pottery Barn, and they are glass, like a set of 8 glass like place card holders. So each one looks kind of like a bit like an ice cube actually, and you obviously have the slot there to be able to put the name card in. They're not specifically seasonal, they are, you can use them for any occasion, and they were £2. £2. This one was also £2. I think this was actually like a bookseller shop on Vinted, so I guess some people kind of have like Vinted as like a business obviously, and bookshops on there. I didn't even think about that, but this was £2, and I just saw it and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna grab that because it looks quite nice and vintage, and it's the Sunday Times Complete Cookbook presented by Arabella Boxer. Old cookbooks, there's something about them that I just find so nostalgic and so much nicer. I don't know why, but this was, let's have a look, see when it was printed. Full price originally in the UK, £11.95 net. So at the time, this was 1983. And just in case you were interested, without the sleeve, that's what it looks like. If you wanted to get your hands on this book as well as a bit of a display cookbook even, because that actually, the cover itself, the cover without the sleeve, is really nice. £2. I saw some like this in the Ivy when I went last, and it reminded me, oh, I've got some from Vinted coming that look like that. These are little salt and pepper mills, and they're in like a, I mean, very rustic. These do look very aged and old. One's actually looks more brass than the other one. I think I actually prefer the one that's less brassy and more kind of like a pewter silvery kind of colour, but these just styled up. I don't know if I would use these, I'm not gonna lie, because I don't, well, I'd need to give them a good scrub, but for styling on the kitchen shelf, I just really like them. Kind of like touch of, I've got the large brass mills, but because they're new, I would happily use them and get them in use. We have got the Le Creuset ones, which I've got in use on the island already anyway, but I would totally use the brass, like, winder ones that I've got. But these, I don't know, I just really liked them. Maybe I will use them. Maybe we will give them a good scrub clean and get them in use. But they were old silver plated salt and pepper crit set. £3. Okay, what do we have here? More clothing, I think. Oh, this is a bundle item. I got a couple of bits from this seller. This kind of like khaki colour, this play suit, short play suit. I thought actually this would be a really nice kind of gardening play suit in the summer. The nice little frilly edges, kind of like a little pinafore. This one still has the label on it as well, so it is not worn. £16 full price this was originally. It's got, can you see there? Little shorts, it's a little play suit. So that is in a size 12. And let's see the price on this one. So the bundle price was £6 for that, and then also for these, which again have the label on still, and they're from Zara Home, and they are little napkin rings. These ones have the original price tag on of €11.99. There we go, £9.99. So yeah, between that and the dress, for the both of them, £6 I thought was an absolute bargain. Okay, next up we've got another clothing item here, and these are from Forth and Reckless with the label on. I saw these in, where did I see them, or at least some similar in Anthropology recently, and I thought, let me just see if there's any on Vinted, and there were some with the label on. So I've actually got a couple of things. I've got another set as well somewhere in here. These ones are in a size medium. They look nice and comfortable, and they're just like a navy cream stripe. My Vinted price was £8 for those, so I think that is pretty good given that they are brand new as well. Next are more clothing, and this was another brand that I was searching quite a lot, and it is Free People. Love Free People. I have listed my own Free People stuff, and it sells quite well because it is a pricier brand, but and then the quality's there as well for that. So this is a cotton sleeveless jumper from Free People, and it was £9. And I thought this would be really nice either on its own in spring summer with maybe some like white jeans, cream jeans, or even layered up with like a long sleeve top under it as well in autumn, or you know, spring, cooler spring days as well, like a little white long sleeve top or black underneath. But yeah, I just love Free People. I love the quality and the fact that this is in a really nice kind of like neutral colour as well, and a bargain. For Free People, that's a steal. To get something under a tenner from Free People, amazing. This is a bit of a random one, but again, it was just kind of like fed to me in my algorithms after searching the brass and the silver bits and bobs for the homeware. And I thought, yeah, I think I could see this styled up on our kitchen shelf as well. And it's a like a vintagey milk churn. It was only £3. It's not marked or anything, so I doubt it's anything like quality wise. It feels weighty though. And then on the front it just says quality brand milk, what else does it say? Country kitchen for strong bones. But yeah, do you see the vision? I really like it. £3. These sort of things, I'm like, they're that cheap that if I saw them in a charity shop for that price, I'd absolutely grab them. So to pay that for them, and if I didn't like them or couldn't find a home for them, I can always relist it on Vinted. This sounds like a Vinted ad and it's not. I actually was offered to work with Vinted and we didn't end up coming to an agreement, but I obviously am a customer anyway and love them that much that I'm doing this unsponsored, even though they offered a sponsorship for me. But yeah, so £3 for that, really happy. Okay, next up we've got, let's go with this one, another clothing item. Oh yeah, this is from Dish. Again, another brand that I searched because Dish is one of those brands that everything they seem to do I love. I don't own anything from them though, apart from now. And it's an Australian brand that has, it is in the UK. There are some pieces that are in the UK now. But yeah, like I said, it's quite pricey. And this top I just thought was perfect little summer linen top that has kind of like puffy sleeves, just ties in the middle there, so it's kind of like a very milkmaid-y style. I'm thinking with like a long maxi skirt, like a floaty white maxi skirt. I've got one from H&M that would look really nice with, or even just jeans actually, high-waisted jeans. I don't mind a bit of my midriff on show. In summer I think it'd be really nice, white jeans, like my Halara ones that I love. And that one was probably more expensive if I remember rightly because it is from Dish, but £10, not too bad. There was, yeah, there was a linen dress that I got for £35 from Dish. Let me see if I can find that. Here we go, because this one was the most expensive thing I bought from the fashion section. And again, it needs a bit of a wash. It's got like, it says size 10, but I think that'll be Australian 10, so more like a size 12 to 14, but it's quite a floaty oversized fit anyway, so I thought regardless it should fit fine because it's not fitted. But yeah, it's definitely just one of those like throw on easy summer dresses. And at the back it has a little button tie here as well, kind of puffy sleeves, not drastic puffy sleeves, but yeah, I'm excited to actually give these all a wash, try them on properly and see what they look like. I might even do like a try on haul over on my Instagram. Okay, this time it's the other Fourth and Reckless thing that I got, and it's actually a set. So I was looking at maybe sets as well. Maybe sets were going for so much money, so I decided to leave that. But this one, Fourth and Reckless in a UK 12, came with both the top, and this is like a lighter grey, kind of like a brushed cotton, soft cotton, grey and white stripe for the top. These are like pajamas / loungewear. I probably wouldn't sleep in these, but I would definitely lounge in them. Bottoms are also in a 12, drawstring as well, and nice and stretchy and loose and comfortable, wide leg. So a lovely little set there for how much? That one was a bit more pricey as well, I remember. Yeah, £25 because it was the full set. This was branded, so this was £12.50, and I managed to find a blue men's Ralph Lauren shirt that I thought would be really nice, again with like white jeans or just worn open with a little racer vest underneath. I love this colour at this time of the year, spring and summer. Love this kind of like powdery baby blue. And when I've looked at, this is in an extra large slim fit though, men's obviously. When I've looked in like thrift stores or like vintage stores where they're selling loads of Ralph Lauren men's shirts, they're usually like £25. So I thought actually to pay 16 was cheaper and thought it was worth a try. And like I said, if not, I will relist and resell if it doesn't fit. Did I say 16? It's £12.50. I don't know where I got 16 from. Right, last but not least, another Pottery Barn find, and this is the biggest item that I bought. Came in this big box. And I thought this was gorgeous for on a dining table, especially around like festive time, Christmas time. It's a huge candelabra, very weighty. got the Pottery Barn labelling and branding on the bottom there. Use with taper candle only. So obviously you can pop your little tapered candles in there. It's in really good condition. It kind of looks like it's never been used, honestly. And I love Pottery Barn. I just love their styling. And we've actually got Pottery Barn charger plates. And they're in this kind of colour as well. So we could maybe do like a little festive setup with my new Pottery Barn candelabra. So that's the last item that I got. Let me know what you thought of this vintage haul. My first ever one. Would you want to see more like this? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching today's video. Sorry it's a bit of a shorter one and not like my usual vlog. You can tell in my voice, guys. I am battling on through, and I just know that I'm missing you. I'm missing my usual programming, so hopefully we'll be back up and running within no time. But yeah, thank you so much for spending these few moments with me and watching my video and supporting my channel. And I hope to see you all very soon in my next video. Bye guys.